Ethiopia. Formerly known as the Federal Democratic Republic of Ethiopia, with the capital of Addis Ababa, it is located in the Horn of Africa, with a population reaching 92 million inhabitants and with a total landmass of about 1,100,000 kilometers. Ethiopia is now a landlocked country that follows Nigeria as the second most populous country in all of Africa, with a growth rate of around 3.6%. Ethiopia shares borders with the Republic of Kenya to the south, the Republic of Eritrea to the north, Republic of Sudan to the west, and the republics of Djibouti and Somalia to the east. Ethiopia is blessed with abundance of natural resources such as gold, potash, unexploited natural gas or methane, copper, and platinum. Meanwhile, Ethiopia has the second largest population in Africa, and it is the second poorest country in the world, according to the new Human Development Multidimensional Poverty Index, UNDP.
What problems exist within the Ethiopian government and refugee camps? Ethiopia has a very rich history and a beautiful blend of several cultures of people of all colors and races. Ethiopia is the only African country never colonialized, yet the long years of poor governance, corruption, and unequal distribution of funds have crippled Ethiopia's economy to the point where people continue to die from extreme poverty and hunger.
Ethiopia, like its neighboring countries, suffers a great deal from natural challenges such as drought and unpredictable flooding. The majority of the Ethiopian population are poor subsistence farmers who grow crops and rear animals just to feed themselves and their families. Since Ethiopia's economy depends mostly on agriculture, about 45 to 50% of GDP, natural causes such as drought and flooding sometimes puts the entire economy of Ethiopia in a very bad shape, leaving many starving.
ድርቅ የሆነ ጊዜ ነው ያለቅነው ያጋላታን እዛ ሰዓት
Due to extreme poverty and hunger, most children are out of school and forced into child labor, child trafficking, and most recently, child prostitution. Most children in Ethiopia are forced into petty trading, especially among the major streets of big cities such as Addis Ababa, Dire Dawa, Adama or Nazareth, Gondar, Desi, Mekele, Jima, and Bahir Dar.
Poor governance and corruption are major problems in almost all African countries. Most political figures in Ethiopia today are very corrupt with little or no experience at all. Poor governance and political instability also drive investors away. The war with Eritrea, a governing country, for example, crippled the entire Ethiopian economy and drove many investors away. However, since the end of the war with Eritrea in 2000, Ethiopia has seen a significant improvement in its agriculture and other sectors of the economy. Meanwhile, poor governance and corruption continue to tear the great Ethiopia into pieces.
Three refugee camps near Shire, Ethiopia, are home to about 45,000 refugees, with as many as 1,000 Eritrean refugees arriving each month. The camps in the northern part of Ethiopia, not far from the Eritrean border. Ethiopia hosts the largest number of refugees in Africa. Ethiopians at times had to wait to be transferred to a refugee camp, sometimes reaching 30,000 people at a time. Most basic services are provided in the camps, including food, shelter, basic medical care, and water and sanitation, but there are virtually no mental health services. Ethiopia, with its abundance of natural resources, a lively culture, a diversity of people, and its globally known coffee, Ethiopia is like no other country in the world.
Although there is much beauty, famine, poverty, natural disasters, and violations of human rights are all struggles that the Ethiopian population continually has to face.
The Ethiopian government and the international community have to recognize and combat the serious conditions the Ethiopian people face each day.
Under Article 3 of the Universal Declaration of Human Rights, all humans have the right to life, liberty, and the security of person.
With your knowledge, you can spread awareness and make their world a better place.